Red Osier Dogwood. A delicious snack that deer love. And where we're planting it, here in my food plot. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the ranch. We're here in my food plot, and you can see I have some Red Osier Dogwood. What is Red Osier Dogwood? Well, Red Osier Dogwood is like a shrub, kind of like a willow, but deer like to nibble on this. So I'm using this here in my food plot as a little accent thing for the deer to eat while they're here. It's nice WoodyBrowse. Deer love a good WoodyBrowse mixed in with their greens that you can see here. And what this is going to do is grow in a bush over here in the corner of my food plot and give them something else to eat and enjoy while they're in my food plot. This will be here in the winter, so this will give them year-round something to browse on. Unfortunately, as you can see, this is a real skinny stick right here. This will be eaten right to the ground. I am going to have to cage it for a little while and allow it to grow in the cage and establish. But that's okay too, because it's here, and whatever grows outside of the small cage I'm gonna put in, the deer can nibble on and keep this trimmed and groomed, and it'll take root and be okay. And that's where we're headed. The reason why I'm putting this on the edge of my food plot here, I'll spin the camera around, is I don't know if you can see this, but way over here, I have a water source. And this water source runs down into my pond down this way. And in this spot, it's really wet, and I can't get any food to grow here, food plot wise, in this big green lush food plot. But Red Osier Dogwood is a plant that does fine with wet feet, as it's called. Wet feet means that the roots are in water, so it's fine. Sometimes it's tougher to establish though in wet feet situation, but these were cheap enough, and I'm going to put them in a section on the edge of my food plot here that doesn't really grow much because it is so wet. So I'm going to give something else for them to eat on. All right? Wish us luck. Red Osier Dogwood going in. All right, so I have my stick and I have my hole, because the secret to a good planting video is to have the hole dug before you start the video. And these are what are known as a bare root plant, meaning it did not come in a pot with a root ball of dirt, so the roots are bare. And we're going to stick this right in this hole that I have pre-dug, and you want it that the base, the bottom of this tree is at the top. You don't want to go too deep into this hole, it'll choke it out. Now I know what you guys are saying, this looks really wet and clay and terrible. Well, this is a real hardy plant, and you could actually take this plant when it grows and cut it and just stick the cuttings right in this muddy dirt like this muddy wet river dirt here that I have, and these will grow and take off. So I'm hopeful that I don't need all the bells and whistles of planting like I would with a tree, with potting soil, peat moss, fertilizer, and I'm just going to stick these in the ground and see what happens. All right, I'm going to fill in this hole. Okay, the dogwoods are in, and they are caged. And the idea is just to cage around them, just to keep the deer off of them, and a little bit on the top so the deer can't reach down and just eat this with their head in there right to the ground. And like I said, whatever sticks out of the top, I'm not too worried. They could nibble on that and enjoy a little bit of the tops. And you could see this dirt is really moist and really gross. So, but here, nothing will grow my food plot. But as I pan, you can see this would be a good spot to grow this big Red Osier Dogwood nibble spot at the corner of my food plot, because as I pan up, you could see this is where they're hanging out. This is all that food I want them to eat. And this will be some WoodyBrowse here in the corner. That's not going to interfere with my sun, because the sun's over on that way up high, coming up over and down. So this is perfect here. This wet foot spot area is useless for planting, but now can provide some food, some WoodyBrowse for them here in the corner. All right, ranchers, thanks for following me on my Red Osier Dogwood planting. I'll have a follow-up video on how these are growing as the summer goes along. Thanks for watching.